Let's take a look at your geometry vocabulary for SOLs 3.12 and 3.13. First, we're going to start with polygons. What is a polygon? A polygon is a plane figure with 3 or more angles and straight edges that closes at all endpoints. Okay, it says that closed at all endpoints. It closes at all endpoints. So another name for a polygon could be a shape, but it has to be closed. Here are some examples of polygons. A triangle is a 3-sided polygon. It also has 3 vertices. A pentagon is a 5-sided polygon, which has 5 vertices. A hexagon is 6-sided. A heptagon is 7-sided. An octagon is 8-sided. Then we have a nonagon and a decagon. Nonagons are 9-sided polygons and decagons are 10-sided polygons. I've provided you with a chart here that shows you the name of the polygon and the number of sides and the number of vertices. Now, the number of sides and vertices isn't always going to be the same. It's the same when you have these types of shapes, but when you start to make other shapes that still have 6 sides, they might not have the same amount of vertices. And here are the rest of our polygons for our chart. The next thing I want to introduce to you is what a quadrilateral is. A quadrilateral is a 4-sided polygon, and the angles total 360 degrees. You don't need to know that. What you need to know is that a quadrilateral has 4 sides. It can be any kind of 4-sided shape. They're always called a quadrilateral. So here are some examples of 4-sided quadrilaterals. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral, and it only has 1 pair of parallel sides, or sides that run straight like this. Okay? They will never run into each other. We have a parallelogram that contains 2 sets of parallel sides. This is a set, and then this is a set. We have a rhombus, which contains 2 sets of parallel sides that are congruent, meaning they're equal in length. Okay. A rectangle contains 2 sets of parallel sides that form 4 90-degree angles. That's the difference between a rectangle and a polygon. They have square angles. And a square contains 2 sets of parallel sides that form 4 90-degree angles, and all sides are congruent or equal. That's why it's called a square. I thought it might be a good idea to show you a quadrilateral tree to help you understand this a little better. We start at the top with the quadrilateral, which is 4-sided polygon, and we could go down to a trapezoid or a parallelogram. A trapezoid is a separate entity, okay, because it only has 1 set of parallel sides, while a parallelogram has 2 sets, which are opposite sets of parallel sides. Parallelograms can be rhombuses and rectangles as well. A rhombus has all equal sides, and a rectangle has 4 right angles with 2 opposite sides parallel. And then the rectangle comes down to the square, where we have 4 right angles or 4 vertices and 4 equal sides. Next up, we want to talk about congruent. Congruent is a word that means equal or same. It's used to describe figures, sides, and angles. So we're going to be using the word congruent when talking about polygons. A congruent figure has the same size and the same shape, while a non-congruent figure does not have exactly the same size or shape. You're going to learn more about congruence when you look at the congruent lesson. Okay, that's all the vocabulary that we have for this lesson. Please move on to the next step in your HyperDoc.